So my name is Amika Schulman. I'm CTO and co-founder of Nokod Security. Um, we're an application security company for citizen development on top of no-code platforms. These would be, for example, the Microsoft Power Platform with all its ingredients, the Power Automate, the Power Apps, the Copilot Studio, Power BI, and so on. Um, we are helping mostly large companies, uh, enterprises for the most part, to put application security processes around their no-code applications. The no-code platform um, helps establish secure development and deployment practices and tools for a huge set of applications that are being developed in organizations by citizen developers and by now are totally bypassing any security scrutiny, any security processes that exist. In the past 15 years, enterprises learned how to create secure applications. They have processes, they have tools. However, in the last 5 years, we're seeing more and more applications that are being created by people who are not software professionals through tools that bypass all these secure development capabilities and processes that exist in organizations. And we're trying to help with that. We're providing organizations with the ability to scan all those no-code applications developed on top of Power Platform. So the Power BI reports, the Power Automate flows, the Copilot Studio agents, and the Power Apps, Canvas apps, and look for security vulnerabilities as well as security misconfigurations or potential data leakage in those apps and flows. And we're doing that almost in real time, helping the developers themselves to find out about the issues as fast as possible and then fix them. And we're helping the organizations to make sure that once deployed, those applications run safely and are monitored correctly. All those apps and flows are susceptible and vulnerable to SQL injections and HTML injections, and certainly authorization bypasses and hard-coded secrets and whatnot. In traditional application security, we are used to sending tickets to the software engineering team, and then someone will handle them. In citizen development environments, you must be able to send the finding directly to that person who created the application or the automation, because the concept of a team that is developing together software or someone who manages that development process does not exist. So again, there's a need for a tool that is able to quickly communicate with these people and communicate them in a way that they understand and are able to act upon. Because these are not professional software developers. They're not educated in secure coding practices. They will never be. One is a very simple one, what we call an orphan object that we just found in a customer's environment. And that's a Power Automate flow that was triggered by an external email and was making some changes to internal SharePoint uh, lists and tables. And that particular flow was created by a person who's no longer with the organization for 3 years. And that flow keeps running. We just saw it being triggered a couple of days ago, 3 years after that person left the organization. And there's really no one who can say, why is he doing that? What are the consequences? And who's triggering that flow using emails? So even if that's not a malicious scenario, this is definitely a concern. The other thing, which is a vulnerability and which did have effect, is a Copilot Studio agent that was left open for users from the internet. And that was intentionally, but that particular agent was triggering a number of Power Automate flows after taking input from the prompt. And almost all those flows were susceptible to injection attacks with respect to that external input from the prompt. So an attacker from the internet could interact with internal Power Automate flows and actually making them commit changes and make changes to records of different users and different customers of that organization. That was a serious vulnerability that could be easily exploited and had some serious consequences. What's bothering me, other than the fact that all those new apps, agents, whatnot, are going into production with no security analysis and no security process, is that there is a trend in these applications for people to connect and provide access to a lot of corporate data, even when not really needed for the expected function. Because there's this notion of people, yeah, let's connect another database and another SharePoint list, and the AI would probably be able to make something good out of it. Well, the chances are that hackers exploiting your agents would make a better use of it, are far higher than your AI agent making something good with it. Um, and I think this is an alarming trend because people just connect data to their agents, not thinking about the consequences, not thinking of whether they really need the agent to have access to that type of data, or is there a safer way to get this data into the agent? Um, and again, this is one of the things that we're trying to detect with our platform and help remediate. We're heavily focused on making the process work, especially in terms of remediation, because this is the end goal of this exercise. We're not here to find vulnerabilities. We're here to create secure software. So we've created all these tools and capabilities into our platform that help organization remediate the issues, uh, send the issues to the right people, provide the necessary information to locate the issues, and provide guidance and tools that help the developers or the platform managers or the security team remediate the issues as fast as possible with as little effort as possible.